Long ago in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an omnipotent and omniscient golden power that resided in a hidden land. Many people aggressively sought to enter the hidden sacred realm, but no one ever returned. One day, evil power began to flow from the sacred realm. So the king commanded 7 sages to seal the gate to the realm of the golden power. That seal should have remained for all time. But when these events were obscured by the mists of time and became legend, a mysterious priest known as Aghanim came to Hyrule to release the seal. He eliminated the good king of Hyrule. Through evil magic, he began to make descendants of the 7 sages vanish, one after another. And the time of destiny for Princess Zelda is dawning near. Hello one and all, and welcome to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I am the Max a Few Trades. How are you all doing today? I'm doing alright. You want to play some video games? That's what we're gonna do. So I've been Let's Playing for 11 years now, and it has been 7 of those years since the last time I played a Legend of Zelda game. Now, that's not the longest gap in between 2 representatives of a franchise on my channel, but it's still an extraordinarily noteworthy one that I would like to finally rectify. I figure, you know, A Link to the Past is kind of a legendary entry in the franchise. The series really wouldn't be what it is without it, so it seemed like a really good idea to finally get it done on the channel. So, we're gonna be doing that. Now, full disclosure, this is going to be ever so slightly, and I do mean that, ever so slightly different than how you might originally expect A Link to the Past. I'm actually using a bit of a modified version. It's not too extensive. Really, one thing that it did was retranslate all of the game's dialogue, and honestly, it more so just kind of makes it more consistent with later games. For example, they called the sages the wise men in the original, but I mean, every other game just calls them sages. It's fine to just say the word sages. So we got that fixed, and a couple other, miscellaneous, brick and brack here and there. Some of the sprites have also been changed. As you can tell from the menu alone, Link actually has his traditional blonde hair as opposed to the bizarre pink hair that he has in the original. I've yet to see an actual explanation for why that was. I know of a theory, but I don't know how much water it really holds. Regardless of that, a few other various sprites have been changed here and there, just for the sake of consistency. The single most noteworthy addition to this changed version of the game is CD quality music. While I'm never going to besmirch the name of the Super Nintendo original soundtrack, it was fantastic. It adds a little bit extra oomph to, to soup up some of the soundtrack, So that's something we're going to be having. Finally, one last thing before we begin. There is, in fact, one final addition that at least I know of to this version of the game, and I have not bore witness to it myself yet. I decided to wait for, the actual recording to be able to show it and see it for the first time. Y'all about to experience it too, possibly. Let's see what that's all about. Let's begin.
Let's head home.
All right, Uncle. My first harvest. These apples are perfect. Just the right color and shine.
Let me see. This is a great start for the season.
This has got to be the best apple orchard in all of Hyrule. Everyone's gonna travel here to try my apples.
Your apples, huh?
I've even got a name for the orchard.
Oh, yeah? And what is that?
Well, it would make sense to name it Link's Legendary Apple Orchard. What's so funny?
Link, do you ever think about leaving the farm? You always wanted to become a knight of Hyrule. There is far more out there than just apples.
I don't think I'm needed for that. And I wouldn't want to carry around a heavy sword and shield all day and miss out on home-cooked meals like this.
Well said. Let's eat.
Uncle, thank you for everything. You protected me after my parents died, and have been taking care of me ever since. You're like a father to me, and I hope one day I can be as kind and honorable as you.
You're growing up, Link. You're growing up.
I am Zelda. Who are you?
I'm Link.
Link. You must help me. I'm in the castle dungeon. Hurry! There's a secret passage behind the bush at the castle gate. Hurry!
Well, goddamn, that was incredibly cool. This is a fan production? How'd they manage any of that? Like, straight up, was that freaking Todd Habercorn? How did they do or get any of what they got or did? Holy hell. That was amazing. Awesome. Also provides a little bit of extra context and character relationship work. Top marks. No criticisms. Good job. Hot damn. Help me. Please help me. I am a prisoner in the dungeon of the castle. My name is Zelda. The priest Aghanim has done something to the other missing girls. Now only I remain. Aghanim has seized control of the castle and is now trying to open the Seven Sages' seal. I'm in the dungeon of the castle. Please help me. Link, I'm going out for a while. I'll be back by morning. Don't leave the house. Also, pay no mind to the fact that I'm taking a sword and shield with me, despite the fact that I'm apparently an apple orchard runner. Certainly that's definitely not worthy of an eyebrow raise or two. Alright, well, let's start our journey the only way Link knows how, and that's destroying every piece of pottery within a 5-mile distance. And over here, we'll find ourselves a lamp. I know our uncle told us to stay put, but it's very dark out, and it's storming up something fierce. I'm not sure how he's going to be able to find his way around without a lantern. It would be the right thing to do to go and find him so we can give it to him. Nah, but for real, it is seriously coming down. My goodness. Hey! Ha! Ha! Now, just because we were heralded or summoned, rather, by the princess to save her. Doesn't mean we can't do a little bit of light yard work before we do. These things are incredibly fast growing. Alright. Just taking care of that. What are you doing up this late, kid? You can stay up when you're grown up. Now go home. Alright, well that was fairly rude of you, my goodness. I see no reason why you had to be all like that. Help me, I'm in the dungeon of the castle. I know there's a hidden path from outside of the castle to the garden inside. Don't you worry, hold your horses. Link is just a lad. He's never done anything of this sort. Give him some time. See, you brought a map so you don't get lost. Press the X button to see said map. Oh, that's not the map button. That's the magic button. All right. And yes, there you go. Now you'll never be lost, he said, knowing he's going to get lost a lot. All right, so full disclosure, boy howdy and a half shell. It has been a while since I have played this game. I am going to do my earnestly, best. I'm gonna work my hardest to try and get every single thing that there is to get in this game by memory. However, sometimes it is not exactly the most, stalwart of allies, let's say. So, forgive me if a few things slip me by. I'll still do my best. Fairy! Come back, Fairy! The fairy has abandoned me in my time of need. Dark days. I knew you would return to me! Alright, good. Alright, that is a good sign, a good omen. Hey, you're not allowed in the castle, son. Go home and get some sleep. Don't you dare tell me what to do. I defy you! I defy all you stand for! I also destroy your shrubberies! Also in defiance! Yeah, there you go. Yes, you've told me like 3 times so far. I get it. I'm sorry for lollygagging. I'm sorry for dilly-dallying. Perhaps maybe even shilly-shallying. Regardless, knock your business off, alright? I'm going as fast as I can. You said there was a secret entrance. I'm looking for a secret entrance. I mean, where on earth could a secret entrance even possibly be? There is absolutely no telegraphed landmarks of which to even be able to ponder such things. Finally. That was so difficult. Also, the cutscene made it look like that was going to be a staircase. It was not. And now I got my shoes and pants all wet. That's probably going to be the worst thing about my day. Oh. That voice. Link, is it you? I told you to wait at home. Take my sword and shield and listen. You can focus power in the blade, then release it using the secret technique handed down by our people. Link, you must rescue Princess Zelda. Our people are fated to do so. But do not fall victim to fate, Link. I shall always remember our time together. It's nice that cutscene that they added gave you just enough of an emotional connection between these two to make that sting ever so slightly more. That's fun. Thank you for that. Alright, well, be that as it may, we've got our sword and shield. And despite the fact that these are, trained guardsmen, and this is the first time Link has literally ever picked up a blade in his entire life, he is somehow, despite that, still able to best them pretty easily. I suppose beggars can't be choosers when you're, recruiting for guards and knights and the like. But still, you'd think they'd be ever so slightly more competent than I don't even know how old this Link is supposed to be. No more than 16, surely. And the first time he just picked up a blade and boom, he's already taken 2 lives. That's the face of a cold-blooded killer. Huh! No remorse! No sympathy! Yeah. There you are. All right. Knock, knock. Where the heck you keeping the princess, yo? Ha! Oh, that's a powerful punch to the auditorial senses. Hoi! Hang! And cha-cha-cha! Ta-ta-ta! There you go. You may be decent with the blade, but I am a master for some reason. Also, I can do a neat little spinneroonie. I'm not entirely sure about the exact properties of it. I think it does more damage. At least a little bit? Yeah, it does. It does do more damage. And spin! There you go. I bested you and I wasn't even looking. That's how little you are of consequence to me. What are you even gonna do about it? Literally nothing. You're dead. Ha! All right, well, it would have been nice to get a 2-for-1 deal on that one, but fine. We take what we can get where we can get it. All right, however, no matter how mighty a blade you may possibly find yourself with, Let there be no doubt in the fact that the single greatest weapon you'll ever be able to lay your hands upon are random pottery. It's so good they don't let you keep it and bring it through to the other side of the doors. I don't know how that works. Maybe Link is incapable of, I don't know, lowering his arms and he's just bumping up against the door frame whenever he tries to do that. It's hard to say, it honestly is. That said, if you think I'm not going to throw one of these right into the face of one of my enemies, you are sorely mistaken, of which I dare say you must take note. Alright, let's just take a quick little... Oh, hello. Do we do battle with you? Apparently not. You've got a really big honking shield, and there's nothing I can do about it. Alright, well. I suppose we're incredibly lucky that such things aren't available to all those that we fight. Alright, so, for a mental note, can't do anything about that. I mean, I knew that I couldn't. That's not for until way later in the game, but, you know. I was doing it for the sake of the story, for dramatic effect. I was trying to paint a picture, you see? Alright? I think y'all get it. Come on now. I'm no fool. Although, I mean, the Triforce of Courage has always been known to allow one to circumnavigate impossible odds and also instill a great deal of additional courage to the wielder. So perhaps that courage extends to shoving a metal object into what is very clearly a large beam of electrical energy and not caring for the consequences of such things. There is a very fine line between intelligence and, rather bravery and suicidal overconfidence. Pure dumbitude and what have you. Ha! Where will you land on the slightest scale of bravery v stupidity? Time shall tell. I swear to God, I am going to throw a jar at somebody's head and nobody is going to stop me. The second I have that available to me. I swear. I swear. I keep smiting thine enemies before they even get a chance. Hiya! Ah! Alright, well. They have landed a blow upon me. A dark day indeed. Also, a map. That's pretty dope. Mostly good for telling you where you have not yet been. But that's about it. Get out of here, you! There you go. Honestly, probably not the best thing in the world to do, because sometimes enemies will drop goodies when they die, so knocking them down a bottomless pit kinda prevents you from being able to do that. Anyway, I believe I would like to make good on my promise! There we are. Alright, I feel pretty good about that choice in life. So good, in fact, I'm gonna do it again! There you go, see? Check that mess out. It would have taken 3 swings of my mighty sword to fell that beast at one point. Or you could just throw a dang, I don't know, masonry jar. Is that masonry? I know masonry is brickwork. I don't know if that counts as pottery, too. I think pottery is just pottery. It is both pottery, and you create it through the act of pottery. I think. I am no expert on such things. I am not a craftsman of this caliber. I know not why you would assume that I would know such things. When have I ever been known to know anything about anything? I'm not a very bright individual. That's just simply the way things have always been. Have at thee, fiend! Yeah! I say, yeah, I say. Rah! Rah, rah, rah. There you are. Yoink! Thank you very much. Ooh, nice! Free boomerang. I don't know what the heck a boomerang was even doing in here, but I ain't turning mine nose up at that. Heck yeah! Woo! Alright, that'll come in handy. Everybody knows that boomerangs are well regarded throughout history as being able to induce paralysis upon the stricken opponent. That has been something that they've always been known to do across time, history, fiction, all that good stuff. Ha! And it is no different here! Of course, you actually need to, you know, land a damn attack before you can actually get any of that to work for you. A little bit more difficult than I was originally anticipating, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We made it work at the end of the thing. At the end of the day, we made it work. And then there's this dude. Get out of here, you. Get stunned on. All right. Be with you in just a moment, princess. Don't you worry. Woo. There you go. That's a big key right there. Only the biggest key to free the princess. Why'd they lock the princess up with 5 rupees? Thank you, Link. I had a feeling you were getting close. I have magical powers in that regard. Not even a joke, I legitimately do. Link, listen carefully. The priest is magically controlling all the soldiers in the castle. Oh, so they aren't all working for him by choice? They were in fact indoctrinated? Maybe I shouldn't tell the princess I've killed about 20 of them by this point. For the sake of my guilty conscience, I'm just going to assume that the process was irreversible and they were going to stay that way forever, and that by killing them, I freed them from a life of servitude that they would have otherwise never been able to escape from. Yeah, that's what I'll tell myself to be able to sleep at night. I fear the worst for my father. The priest is an inhuman fiend with strong magical powers. Do you understand? I mean, yeah, sure, I'm not brain dead. You didn't say anything that complicated. All right. Let's get out of here before the priest notices. I know a secret path, but first we have to go to the first floor. Let's go. You got it, lady. You ain't got to worry about that. I've got your back. Or, in this particular instance, I suppose I've got your front. You see, it was a little bit of humor to break the ice between us. You see, this is the kind of caliber of person that you should, you know, expect from your hero. You know, a spot of humor is always good in situations where things look dire. I mean, I'm not, you know, just trying to, you know, sidestep the fact that your father is very much dead and you don't truly realize that at this exact moment. I mean, I believe you have a hunch, but I'm here to mildly confirm it. Although, I guess admittedly, Link wouldn't know about that either, so he wouldn't be the one to tell her about that. So that's good. That's good. You never want to be the bearer of bad news, don't you know? Yes, now get the heck out of here. There you go. All right. Actually, you know, now that I know exactly the logic behind yon soldiers, there's a bit of a tinge of guilt with every single new slang. I almost feel as if I probably shouldn't be doing that, but there's a bit of a problem with that. They are very much into the idea of trying to murder me, and sometimes there are so many in a damn room that there really isn't a whole lot you can do about it. You gotta know when to fight. Sometimes these are the things that happen. Not all stories are sunshine and rainbows and end happily ever after for all parties involved, you know? Sometimes blood gets spilled. There's a secret passage in the throne room that leads to the sanctuary, and I'm sure the old man there will help us. You don't even know his name? Doesn't exactly instill me with a lot of confidence, if I'm being real with you, but I mean, far be it from me to argue with the frickin' Princess of Hyrule, you dig? Alright, oh boy. I don't think so. I don't think so. Wasn't entirely sure if you were still alive or not. Wow, you stayed stunned for a long-ass time. Sucks to be you. Alrighty. The ornamental shelf should open. Do you have a light? It's pitch dark inside, and you can't see without one. If you're ready, let's go. Let me push it from the left. Alrighty. I do, in fact, have a light. I did, you know, the lantern was the first thing I picked up. And it is something that you can make use of, but by and large, it's probably one of the single most inconsequential and optional items you can get in this entire game. For a little bit of magic points, you're able to light various torches to light rooms up, but I mean, you might think that having the lantern right now is what's causing this amount of light to be shining already, but no, that would have been there anyway. So, I mean, if you really want to light the room up, you certainly can, but it's entirely temporary, and there are rats goddamn coming out of the woodwork up in here, girl! Why is this place so derelict? Covered in vermin. Hire a damn exterminator, why don't you? Oi! Okay, you know, admittedly, perhaps not your top concern and priority, but just so you know, there you go. That's what happens when you light them. You light more of them, the room gets brighter, but it's a temporary light. Eventually, they just burn out anyway, so it's like, why bother? You're able to pretty much figure out where it is you need to go fairly easily without it, so why bother? I guess the biggest advantage it gives you is being able to see all the damn snakes and rats that are about to try and gnaw your ankles off before they get a chance to even do it. But I mean, even then, it's not that big a deal. Not really. So, okay, hey-ho, 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 hey-wah. He schwash, we sauce, we swass way. Hey, hey, hey. All right, well, you know. So, you know, you can also circumnavigate the fact that all of these creatures want you dead by just kind of being a little bit more cautious. And always carrying around one of these bad boys. Ah! Ain't no bat alive gonna be able to handle that mess. Absolutely annihilated is what those nerds were. All right. I'll just hold out my mighty sword. Preemptively, don't you know? That way, perhaps I will not be... Oh! After passing through these sewers, we'll be very close to the sanctuary. And let's be careful. Ah, man, I've been walking... Oh, God, I've been wading shin deep through poo water this whole time? Princess, you could have told me of that beforehand. Gah. Would have made a more concentrated effort to not touch this stuff. Ugh. Alright, well, it be what it be. And I'm left to ponder why precisely there are so many rats holding on to large sums of money. I'd be an exterminator too if every time I exterminated a varmint of some sort, there was a possibility of it just inexplicably dropping a $20 bill. Sounds dope as hell, man. Ah! I see you, lone rat. Charles Entertainment Cheese, your reign of terror ends today! Yeah! Yeah! You and your forefathers! Ah! 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 Alright, cool. Thanks for that, random bat. Random man bat. Alright, well, that's just about everything that there is to be had. We are gonna scoot our way through. Oh, God, there are so much vermin. For honest and for true for real, Princess Zelda, when this is all said and done, and I assure you, all will be said and done, the day will be saved, eventually, in the near future. And when such is had, I dare say you really should probably hire some people to properly maintain your sewer system. It's freaking nasty in there. Or at least, I don't know, install a better lighting system or something? I don't know why it's pitch black. You got all sorts of torches hanging out inside this room. Why can't you put some down there? Especially if it's such an easy and convenient way of getting around things. Anyway, blatantly obvious breakable walls that I can't do anything about. That's always a fine and good time for all involved. Get that mess out of my face! Aye, there's even more rats! Rats coming out of everywhere! More rats than you logically know what to do with! Hey! Sha-sha-sha! There we go. Alright, well, hey, I mean, at least we're collecting a lot of fat loot in the process. Life ain't so hard when you're able to make fat bank while also on an adventure. The sanctuary is just beyond that door. Pull the switch over there. Princess, there do in fact happen to be 2 switches. I don't know if you realized. One of said switches will open the way forward. The other will drop an ever-loving, hubber-loving smack load of snakes all over the place. And, yeah, I know how to open things, thank you. You know, since we've met, all you've been doing is questioning my level of intelligence. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't much care for it, alright? I'm doing my best here. Anyway. I chose to do this on purpose. I wished to murder the snake trap. Now the next poor so-and-so that tries to get through this area won't have a bunch of snakes drop on their head when they try to get through this place, and they inevitably fail the coin flip that was required to get through. Who designed this place? The architects of Hyrule need serious, like, OSHA regulations. Princess Zelda, you are safe. Is this your doing, Link? I don't recall ever telling you my name, but yes, it was I. Yes, it was Link who helped me escape from the dungeon. When I was captive, the priest said, "Once I have finished with you, the final one, the seal of the stages will open." Like, you must not let the land of Hyrule fall into the priest's clutches. If he releases the seal of the 7 sages, evil power will overwhelm this land. Before that happens, before it's too late, destroy the priest before he destroys all of Hyrule. You can do it. You can. I sense that a mighty evil force guides the priest's actions and augments his magical power. The only weapon potent enough to defeat the priest is the legendary Master Sword. It's said that the village elder is a descendant of one of the 7 sages. Maybe he can tell you more. I'll mark his house on your map, but watch your every move. I'm certain the castle soldiers will be looking for you now. I'll hide Princess Zelda here. Do not worry. Seek the elder. Do you understand? Yes! Once again, you're not exactly... You're not trying to explain quantum mechanics here, I get it. Go to the village and talk to an old dude about finding a sword. God damn, why is everybody thinking I'm so stupid? Just because I'm mute doesn't mean I'm not capable of intelligence on a level just as advanced as yours. I mean, sure, again, I'm not the most bright person in the world, but come on. I understand basic instructions. You know, it truly is impressive that no matter how many times you hear that song in your lifetime, it's still just as grand and epic as it always has been. Always really loved it. Anyway, have at thee! Hiya! Shashashishingaga! There we are. Alright then. So, as we have finally, I say finally, it hasn't been that long, as we've been, allowed to just kind of go about our own devices, we are now officially able to just kind of wander about and do whatever we feel like and grab whatever we can grab with whatever we have currently in our possession. At that exact moment, it's not a lot. And eventually, there's going to be so many different things for me to pick up here, there, and everywhere that I'm going to have a bit of trouble remembering where all of them are. But I'm going to continue to do my best. Anyway, hello to the lands of Kakariko. Or, I guess, the outskirts of Kakariko. Well, we'll experiment a little bit more on that in just a bit. Right here, right now, I'd kind of like to go and check this out for just a bit of a moment. This spooky, spooky forest. As random birds try to murder me. I don't know what their big problem is. I don't know what the deal with that mess is all about. Let's see. Anyway, hello there, random fellow. Hey, kid, this is a secret hideout for a gang of thieves. Don't enter without permission. By the way, I heard that one of our ex-members is staying at the entrance to the desert. I don't know why you would just throw that piece of information at me. Ah, piece of hearts. Delightful. All right, well, there's definitely some way of which to grab that, I'm sure. Not exactly what I'm here for, but let me see something real quick. Oh, yep, there we go. I mean, since I'm here, I may as well grab it. Yo! Collect 4 of those things and you get more HP. And considering I'm not exactly the most graceful of individuals, I'm gonna go ahead and do my best to try and grab as many of those as I can. And by that I mean I'm gonna try and find all of them. But again, there's about a bajillion of the damn things all over the place. They are not the easiest things in the world to find. Anyway, what I really came here for was this. This horrifying monstrosity that they otherwise call a mushroom. Smells like sweet rotten fruit. You can give this to anyone who wants it. Can't imagine there being anybody who would, but hey, I mean, I picked it up and it's a video game, so everything that you pick up has some sort of inherent value that you don't realize at the first sign of things. All right, not sure what that's all about. I've had quite enough. I only came here for the mushroom, and I got a piece of heart for my troubles in addition. Feeling pretty good about that. All right, out of the way, various soldiers. I don't think so. I do not think so. No, no, no. Alright. Inside this particular dwelling is somebody who, if you toss a few rupees their way, they'll tell you where it is exactly you're supposed to go next. Luckily, we already know. Why does he look like a practitioner of happyism? That is concerning. I do not know if I wish to engage in business with that fellow, but hey-ho, if I do get lost, good to know. Alright, and let's see here. Wanted. This is the criminal who kidnapped Zelda. Call a soldier if you see him. Ah, delightful. Not entirely sure how they managed to get these signs up so incredibly fast. Or to get such an incredible, detailed likeness of Link at the same time. Fascinating stuff. Hello, random old person. Oh, it's you, Link. What can I do for you, young man? The Elder? Ah, no one has seen him since the priest began collecting victims. What? Master Sword? Well, I don't remember the details exactly, but long ago, a prosperous people known as the Hylians inhabited this land. What the heck are we called? Legends tell of many treasures that the Hylians hid throughout the land. The Master Sword, a mighty blade forged against those with evil hearts, is one of them. People say that now it's sleeping deep in the forest. Do you understand the legend? Again, it's not that hard to grasp! Why does everybody think I'm an idiot? Anyway, look for the Elder. There must be someone in the village who knows where he is. You take care now, Link. Thank you, random old lady. I will only break 2 of your jars, because you were nice. I mean, you still kind of implied that you thought it was stupid, but, I mean, I guess that's just something I'm going to have to get used to. It is simply the way of such things. Who keeps putting money under all these shrubberies? Hello. Yo, Link, this house used to be a hideout for a gang of thieves. What was our leader's name? Oh yeah, his name was Blind, and he hated bright light a lot. Well, ain't that incredibly interesting? Huh. Alright, well, as cool as rummaging about through these particular lands would be, I already know that there's something there that I won't be able to get until I grab a little something, and if I remember correctly, jumping down this random hole, honestly, it might be a well now that I think about it. There we go. That gets me what I'm looking for. Some high explosives are what we are looking for this fine day. There you go. Just go ahead and blow that mess up for me. Thank you. And I will grab all of this extra loot. I don't know who put all of this here, and they are going to have an absolutely horrible day when they come back down here trying to recollect, but, hey, maybe don't keep all of your money in a well. You never know when somebody's gonna fall down those things, or at the very least, maybe put locks on all of the various treasure chests you put down here. Thank you! Much appreciation! Tally-ho! There we are. Gee, I wonder if Link will be able to go a solid 15 minutes without getting his socks wet. Oh, I suppose being the legendary hero requires some sacrifices. Not just being one of many. Alright, now I can go ahead and inside this den of thieves and grab some of the doodads of which they do be having. Alright, a slidey dealy. Let's see. Will I be able to do this? I mean, I'll be able to do it, but will I be able to do it on my first try? Let's find out. Yo! Alright. It's just another big pack pile of money, whatever you want to call it. Whatever collective word you wish to describe with it. But hey, free money is free money, no matter how you look at it. And I ain't gonna complain about any of it. Plus, I mean, if you steal from a thief, it's legally okay. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's true at all, but I'm going to pretend that it is. Yay, yet another one. Nice. We are stacking these things up. Huh. Unfortunately, those are a very large majority of the ones I remember off the top of my head, and that's just because they're so early in the game. But hey, you know what? Let's all pretend that I'm good at this game for a little while longer before, you know, the realization of the viewers finally dawns upon them that the person playing doesn't actually know what they're doing. They're just hoping for the best. Anyway, you, sir, have you been going through life without one of my hold anything bottles? Well, step right up and make your life complete. I've got one on sale for the low, low price of way too much for a glass bottle. What do you say? Interested? Yeah, I mean, there are only 4 in existence in this entire continent, so may as well get them where I can. Goodbye. Thanks a lot. Now, hold it above your head for the whole world to see, okay? It's good for business. Yeah, alright, if you say so. This is a magic bottle, and by magic, they mean glass. There's nothing magic about this thing in any capacity. I do not know why it is called that. You can store an item inside and then use it later. Yeah, that is kind of what glass jars are for. Hello. Hey, here's Link, the wanted man. Soldiers, anyone, come quickly! I see they sent their best and brightest to stop me, huh? Noted. Noted. Also, super great and awesome of that random, you know, townie to just kind of throw me to the wolves like that. I assume that they're vaguely aware of Link as a person. Yeah, you better run. The fact that they would just instinctively go, oh, well, I mean, the people at the castle said that this guy kidnapped Zelda. I mean, sure, he's given us absolutely no indication whatsoever to think that he would ever descend to the horrors of villainy, but yeah, sure, I'm a mindless sheep and do whatever I'm told and believe whatever they want me to believe. Free will is for nerds. Oh, Link, the rumors say you kidnapped the princess, but I still trust you. That said, I mean, you're lucky that you're lucky you're right. Otherwise, oh boy. That's a lot of chickens! God damn. Hey, more chickens! Who keeps chickens underneath their pottery? That's just silly. Anywho. Hello. What do we got in here? Hopefully something well and good and dandy. Ah, arrows. Alright, well that's pretty dope. Don't have a bow, so I'm just kind of carrying around a bunch of pointy sticks. But, you know, I mean, once we can shoot them, damn, that'll really come in handy. Alright, let's see. Just gonna keep on going into all these various houses. Don't mind me. What are you, some sort of dying child? I can't go out because I'm sick. People say I caught this cold from the evil air that's coming down off the mountain. Sniff, sniff. I mean, then why wouldn't anybody else be sick? That don't make no damn sense. This is my bug-catching net. I'll use it when I'm better, but for now, I'll lend it to you. All $1, thank you. You borrowed the bug-catching net. There may be some other things that you can catch with it, too. Yes, things other than just various, bugs and whatnot. Also, is Morrow. Nice little Easter egg. Always liked that. Pretty sure you can find that, painting of Mario in other parts of the world, but, you know, that's just the first time I was able to point it out. More chicken! Why chicken under pots? Also, hey-ho! You might think you got swindled spending 100 rupees on a bottle, but no, this is an addition. You get more than one. And again, like I said, there appear to only be 4 in existence, so you may as well be the owner of all of them if you can help it. Those will most undoubtedly come in a lot of handy. Alright, so got myself a bug-catching net, which is pretty cool and great. Happy about that. Just gotta remember where I can find something that'll actually, you know, be catchable. Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right here, right now, let me just keep on doing myself a little bit of exploratorialisms. May I help you? Select the thing you like. Press the A button. Prices are as marked. Well, ain't that just incredibly delightful? 50 rupees for 10 bombs. A potion that would give me all of my HP certainly isn't a bad idea. Ho hum, ho hum. How much you ask of me this fine day. Alright, well, I shan't spend any of my money right now, but I'm sure that I will eventually. Eventually, I'm gonna want to start packing some potions of some various sorts. Hi, Link, Elder. Are you talking about the grandpa? Okay, but don't tell anybody of the bad people about this. He's hiding in the palace past the castle. I'll mark the spot on your map. There you are. Thanks, random child. Boy, howdy, if I really was an evil person who was out to do some horribly nefarious things. Whew, boy, would that... Whoop! Hang on. Ah, Miss Fairy, there we are. There we are. Guess I'd like to keep it in a bottle for now. Thank you very much. But yeah, no, if I was a bad guy and, you know, I was like, hey, where's the old man? And then that old man ended up dead, that kid would have to live with the guilt for the rest of his life. Ain't that unfortunate. Anyway, if you've been living under a rock and don't know jiggity jack all about The Legend of Zelda, which, good lord, how is that even possible? But then again, I now know that there are people on this earth that didn't know Sonic the Hedgehog was originally a video game character, so I mean, I guess there are takes all kinds in this world. Anyway, my point is, fairies in bottle, very, very good thing to have. If I ever bite the big one, it'll instantly bring me back to life. And again, I really do not trust my actual capabilities in any shape, way, or form, so probably for the best that I hold on to some of those. Anyway, rats! Rats aplenty! Ha! Alright, you think I won't murder a rat with this thing? I will. I will! Thank you, and good day. There we are. Spend 1 bomb, get several back. There you are. Also, you know, a little bit of extra moolah and some arrows, too. Still can't use the damn things, but, you know. Anyway, I would very much like to hold on to my boomerango, if it's all the same with you. Alright, so I'm certainly no expert in the art of knowing things, but I feel like we've done a decent amount. If not everything in this town, then, you know, a good chunk. A good chunk! Although, now that I think about it, ain't there something around these here parts? There just might be. Hello? Oh, yeah, hang on, I know you. Yeah, Link, now I'm quarreling with my younger brother. I sealed the door to his room. You know, if there wasn't a door, if I didn't know for a fact that there was a door on his side of the house, then, I really feel like I should probably report you to authorities for trying to murder your damn brother. Seriously, you would have frickin' starved to death up in here. Hey, Link, did you come from my older brother's room? Is he still angry? I mean, he literally sealed up the door to your room. I don't know what the hell you did to piss him off, but I would really suggest starting to make that all, you know, get that all smoothed over. If you can reach the goal within 15 seconds, we'll give you something good. Oh, I like something good. Let's see if I can actually do it. Come on. Okay, all right, come on. Okay, all right. Let's see, this time your try was 10 seconds. Nice, you're qualified. Congratulations, I present you with a piece of heart. Nice! I gladly accept your contribution. Now I am ever so slightly less likely to die. A good day for Link. A grand old time was had by all, mostly Link. But then again, I mean, I guess they set up the thing, so maybe that's something that they wanted, people to be successful at their little obstacle course thingy. I mean, then again, I guess I did kind of jump over a very large portion of it, so I don't know, maybe that wasn't what they were planning, and they actually kind of resent me for it. Who knows? That's the beauty of passive aggression! Ah, why was there a landmine underneath the shrubbery? Why was thing? Also, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I just... Okay, well, maybe we'll experiment on that later. I'll just do you a murderizing right here, right now. Also, I don't get the moolah. How dare you land on the screen transition lines? Oh, boy. Okay, hang on. Huh. Okay, hey ho, ha, ha, how about these? Wichita! Wichita sauce! There we go. Also, that dude is stuck between a bush and a hard place. Oh, never mind, he got out. I was kind of hoping he was stuck forever. Would have been a lot more funny. Oh well. I suppose that'd be how it be. Now, there are many mysteries to be solved in the world of The Legend of Zelda. But I feel like one of the single most important ones of all lies within. For you see, we left in a hurry, and with Uncle having sadly passed away, we know for a fact that nobody has been in or out of this particular building since Link left earlier this day. So, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I must certainly bequest to you this mighty question: who in the living hell made the bed? Long ago, in the beautiful kingdom of Hyrule, surrounded by mountains and forests, legends told of an